Hi, my name is Jeannie, and this is Messiah in America. So I'm trying out this recording app because I think it's best because I get lazy. I don't really want to, turn on the computer and then turn on the microphone and then hit record. There's a lot of buttons to press, and sometimes it's just annoying. I don't know how I can add music to this one, but I will try to learn that one of these days. It does have an effects button, so let me see. I have no idea what I just did. So I have to figure out how I can add music, if I can add music. But anyway, the topic for today is porta potties. So to those that are living outside of America, so it's kind of hard to envision what a porta potty is. When I came here maybe 8-9 years ago, I did not know what a porta potty was. And I think my first introduction to the porta potty was at a Renaissance fair. So to those of you who are not familiar with it, it's like, when you're outside in the field, in a concert, in like a festival, when it's outdoors. So there's really no bathrooms, right? And it's kind of hard to bring like toilet or find a restroom or get one of those trucks with the toilets in it. It's like a lot of work. So the porta potties are like portable toilets. So they're usually colored blue, and they're like sort of like one of those old telephone booths that you see. I think it's similar to the UK with the red telephone booth, except this one is, it's not for the telephone. It's when you do a number 1 or a number 2. So my first introduction to it was, if I recall correctly, was at a Renaissance fair. And I was just like, this was in Maryland. So one of my friends took me there, and I really appreciated it. It was really nice. It was a nice experience. But I was kind of intimidated by the porta potty because I was like, what is this? It's a blue box, and I'm supposed to go in here and then pee. And I think I've been traumatized because the first time I went in there was like poop, so it has a giant hole. Some porta potties are better than some because there's actually like a toilet seat, but this one was just one with a giant hole, and like something shaped like a seat. I don't know, but I did look down. Just a tip, if it's your first time in a porta potty, do not look down. Do not look down. Don't look down. So I looked down, and there was already a lot of stuff there that we cannot mention. I already mentioned it. I was nasty, and I'm like, dude, am I supposed to pee? And then it was kind of iffy, and then I'm like, dude, this is like a box. It's like a torture box. It's like going in a torture chamber and getting tortured. And so needless to say, when you gotta go, you gotta go. So I did a number 1, and I just skedaddled out of there. But since then, I'm just a little iffy about the porta potties. And I'm like, I always remind myself, do not look down. Do not look down. So it's kind of hard, And just be careful because there's a big hole in there. You can drop stuff. So I'm always like pretty meticulous. I'm like, cell phone has to be far from the hole. And, there has to be toilet paper. There's nothing worse than being stuck in a porta potty with no toilet paper, right? At least there's a lot of toilet paper. But I kid you not, I had a really good experience with a porta potty. And that was in Houston. I went to this downtown thingy event. I think it was like a car show. Yeah, it's the annual Houston Car Festival. It's really fun. Do check it out anyway. And I think we were one of the first users of the porta potty, but I kid you not, it was the cleanest porta potty ever. And when I looked down, there was nothing, it was really clean and it smelled nice. And I guess if you gotta go in a porta potty, you have to go there first and it should be good. And then there was like, the portable sink and stuff and the hand sanitizer. It was really nice. So not all of my experiences with a porta potty is bad, but most of the porta potties are dirty, they're nasty, don't look down. And do not look down. Okay, that's just my advice. And anyway, a couple years ago, I saw this video. I think this was in Colorado, where a whirlwind or like a strong gust of wind actually picked up a porta potty and flung it in the air. And I think this was in a park, and then people were just scrambling for med life because the contents of the porta potty, when you're swirling in the air, like maybe 10, 20 feet, what are you going to do? Of course, stuff is going to come out. And yeah, that's just my experience with porta potties. And it's not very pleasant, but, I did have one good experience with one. So if you gotta go, you gotta go. Just don't look down. And that's a porta potty. To those that don't know what a porta potty is.